Was it strange for you to be in a place? I mean, now we've all lived with the Tonight Show, with Johnny for 15 years, and with Steve and Jack before that, and with the television, but to be in a place where they don't even know what that is, that's got to be wild.
Well, it's like I say, it's like a whole other country. You know, it is wild. It's after everything is different. You go there and you go, it's like you landed in America, but they took a bunch of little pieces out. You go into your room in the hotel, you know, the concert's over and you want to listen to the radio. So you go over to the radio and you turn it up. It doesn't turn off, and there's no dial to change station because there's only one station. You just turn it up, and there's the station. One town we were in had 2 stations, so there were 2 radios in each room. And it's like, wait a minute, is this right?
Is something backwards here? And these are the people that are going to blow us off the face of the earth? I mean, come on.
And you worry about technology, you know. We saw no visible signs of technology where the people were able to partake in the benefits of science, for instance. I read a Russian magazine that was printed in English. They were espousing the benefits of Russian medical technology that has now reduced the time of a tonsillectomy down to 8 days. You know, oh, great. You know, here you go into an office and cough and it's over.
Yeah.
You know.
One of 2 things happens.
TV, for instance, they've got 600 lines per inch. You know, here it's like, what, 250? But the picture is still a lot of static. And as far as where they're at, we were told by, we were going around the places and there's a giant TV tower. We were going to a TV show. A giant concrete tower that just went up like this, just went 1,500 feet. Concrete and steel. It had microwave and, you know, telecommunications of all kinds on it, and television tower. And their great idea was they built 10 of them at once several years ago, and in the base of the towers where they were going to put the studios. And they were building all 10 of them simultaneously. And until they turned on the first one, they didn't know what RF feedback was. In other words, they turned on the first camera, and all of a sudden, since they're underneath the tower, the screen just goes. I mean, and so you see this empty tower, and half a mile down the road is the studio. You go, oh yeah, we blew it.
What else have you got here, the photographic?
Well, this is an example of, when we played in Armenia, for instance, we played at a place that held 4,500 people that they sold 6,000 tickets to.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in Armenia, we were told that only 5% of the people that applied for tickets received them. And that means they had to go through a complicated situation. And as an example of how they handled people, there's one gate, and I counted that they could only handle 60 people a minute. And they had to start seating about 3 in the afternoon for an 8 o'clock show. And there's 15,000 people outside trying to get in because they thought there might still be tickets available.
Mm-hmm.
And this is right around, let's see, 5:30, and it was an 8 o'clock show. You know, and it was just weird.
Of course, I must say, and that have you been to theaters in this country where 20 pairs of doors going into the theater, right? And 19 say, use other doors. What do they put all those doors in for? Show the picture of your crew.
Oh, this is our stage crew. We got to use the Red Army. It was really
Hey, that looks like IATSE to me. Those are our guys.
It was really a lot of fun ordering them around. This is a situation where we had to go through a language barrier. In other words, Russia is a country that has 102 different languages. Mm-hmm. The Soviets are not all Russian. Georgia, Armenia, Latvia, they aren't Russians, and they're proud of, many of them are proud of the fact that they aren't. You know, and that was a weird trip.
All the languages there, do they sound like it's a 16mm movie going backwards through the projector?
It did to me.
Yeah, no, sure.
We were going to try and learn some things, you know, but we found that people were so interested in finding out about Western culture and America that it wasn't worth the time, because about 10% of the people that had enough nerve to approach us spoke enough English to get along. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I would go, like this one guy in Latvia, I said, I'm glad to meet a Russian. And he goes, I'm not Russian, I'm Latvian. You know, Latvia was a free country. Russia is not free. Russia took us. And it's very heavy to be standing in the street and having a guy actually doing that and meaning it. Going to a party at a guy's house and having him say, I will die here. There's no freedom here. I hope someday my children may live where they can breathe free. Those were his actual words, you know, and it's, to say it in a story, or say you write it down, you're writing a book or something, oh, that's corny, nobody would say that. But that's the way it is, you know. The people cannot go places. They cannot
no, just as
do
you say,
things they understand. If you live in an apartment, for instance, and you have your wife and husband and a kid and your grandfather moves out, the government will move in somebody you don't know to take his place. Space is at such a premium. If you have any foreign currency on you, like a $5 bill American, it's 3 years in prison if you're caught with it. It's like possession, you know?
All the grass you want, but no $5 bills. Hey, you want to go out and smoke a few 20s tonight?
We took a whole bunch of money and passed it out. See you later.
Good to be home, though, huh?
Oh, yeah. Wonderful.
John, thank you very much for coming in. I have to move on to the Laughing Lady, but the photographs were interesting. And I enjoyed meeting you. I've enjoyed your work, and give my best to all the other members of the group. Will you please?
Thank you.
All right, sir. We will continue with Ms. Shala, who will laugh her way into your hearts as tomorrow continues after these words from our sponsors.